What up? What up? What up? What up? Don't you touch that down. We coming right back to you. We're past the ox. Call this the intro, baby. Play that music, son.
Yeah, highlight.
Damn, Melissa.
Don't forget the real though. Yeah. I bet you won't turn me up. What's that you bumping? It ain't vibing hard enough. Hey, no. Check my playlist, guaranteed you ain't hit top. From the indies to the mainstream, bringing all the stuff. Music talks for Dwayne and Janean. Run it up. Run it. Huh. Pass that ox. Pass that ox. Hey. Bobbing through you. Back on the scene, Dwayne and Janean. I'm bringing the facts, they know what I mean. Music comparisons, yeah, it's embarrassing. Up in the Ford, I feel like I'm Harrison. Back on the fast track. Mighty and morphin' my name. Zach. Feel like a gentleman, top of my class. A legend, I'm feeling like 3 stacks. Hey, word to Aaliyah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this edition of Pass the Ox. It's the greatest podcast in all of OTS, baby. No disrespect to all my others. Y'all know we showing love to y'all too. I'm just saying.
Hey man, look.
All right.
The way I see it, competition is beautiful. So
it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
You know.
But we love our
Yeah.
brothers and from our other shows, our sister shows, brother shows. We love you all. I really meant to say it all the time, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, we're keeping it friendly competition, people. But you already know what time it is. Welcome to the show. It's your boy. You already know who I am. I know who y'all are. Y'all know who we are. It is your boy, your favorite neighborhood mediator / host, your boy Dwayne in the building, joined by my bevy of people, my favorite people, my famo. You already know. Starting with, ladies first, as you know, the beautiful, the lovely, the queen of clutching, Miss Bougie Duggan herself. Ow!
What's happening, everybody? What's good? How are you doing?
What's going on, Janine? You already know. You ready? You ready for Past Ox Day?
I am. Let's do it.
So much to talk about, y'all. So much to talk about. But before we get into that, you already know we got the man that you see, but you don't always see. But when you do see him, you can't believe you saw him because you don't never usually see him. It is the one, the only. You already know him, the hardest working man in show biz. That man, Derrick Myers. What's up, sir?
What's going on?
Man, you know, so much to get into, dog. I mean, let's just, we ain't gonna even waste no time. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, girls, what a week it has been in music entertainment. But y'all already know how we do it. This is Past the Ox, baby. And the way we start things off here on this show is what's in your ears. So y'all been vibing to this week, man.
Metaphorical. Got it. So for me, I'm gonna keep it G real. I've still been listening to 2 Chainz album. I haven't gotten enough of it, so that's still in heavy rotation. I did get a chance to listen to Megan's new album, Good News. I don't know if y'all want to talk about that now or if you want to wait until this week in music or what, but yeah, that's what I've been listening to.
Oh, I'm good with either one.
But go ahead. I mean, by all means, this is it. Open it up. Let's go.
Well, let's do it because Derrick was like, "Oh, well, she came for homie's hair plugs." I was like, "Oh, word." So I went to listen to it. It was different because you know how like Tory's whole album was like kind of talking about the situation.
I didn't listen.
Megan just. Oh, okay. Well, his whole album was kind of talking about the situation and events that led up to it and his life and so on and such forth. Her shots was literally just like the intro and yes, so somebody lying and I'm interested to see how this thing plays out in court. Because she was coming for that man. Somebody lying.
Yeah. And I think it's Tory. Like, yeah. I don't think Meg has any reason to lie about that situation because she already lied to cover up for him. Like,
yeah,
you know, I will say the album itself, I thought it was a good studio album debut. I don't think it was something that really showcased her like lyrical prowess, because like she can spit. I mean, she
She
has some
can.
bars in that. She has some bars in it for sure, but I don't think it really showcased it that well. I think, and I know why, because there are a lot of female rappers that can't like really get to that next level without having to talk about their body like all the time. And that part I really hate, is that like that's why she has to do it.
Yeah.
Because like Rhapsody, for example, she is a monster.
Lyrical monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't hear much about her. You know what I'm saying? Like not in terms like the mainstream, but like
Yeah.
pure like lyricists, like people who love pure lyrics, they love her. So that's the thing that I kind of struggle with this project, is that we don't get to see or get to hear that on display as much. But
Yeah.
I thought it was a strong album. I didn't really have a problem with anything that was on it. I just wish we got to hear more lyrics. Like I wanted to hear straight bars. And that first
Yeah.
that first track though, she went for Tori. She did
Yeah. She was like, I should have let I should have let them lock your ass up.
it.
But I think that not necessarily my issue, because it's not an issue, but I think that's why I can't be a super fan of Meg, because like you said, like she's obviously gifted and she can spit and she can be lyrical if she wants to. But what's gotten her to her fame, I guess, is the fact that she is very nice to look at and she's sexy and she talks that shit. And
She's a great
I
twerker.
just feel like she's a great twerker and her knees are god level. So I don't know, like I feel like I want to ride around listening to it, but I can't, because I can't relate. Like I'm married, been with the same guy since I was 18. I have a kid. Like I can't relate to I got niggas in rotation and I'm gonna
Mhm.
just go sit on his face and then leave or whatever. But the songs sound fun. Like there are some songs that make me turn up a little bit, but then
Mhm.
I can't listen to it for a long period of time. I'm like, I can't. I'm
Yeah.
not a hot girl. I'm not. So
Yeah. And of course that's not.
yeah, I mean you're not a hot girl,
I'm
obviously.
not either.
But
So it's like I will say though, it did I can tell that she's having fun. Like at
yeah,
bare
she's having fun.
minimum, she's having fun
Yeah,
doing what she's doing. So all
yeah.
in all, I don't have a problem with it. I just wish I got to hear more bars from her, because she can like, you listen to her freestyles, and
Yeah.
that those like 1 to 2 minute clips are just like, she kills it. So that's what I was kind of hoping for with this album when it was announced. So I mean, that's the only thing, but I thought it was a strong debut. I thought it was a strong debut.
Yeah. What is your favorite song? Do you have a favorite song?
Not a favorite
Well,
song, nah. Because
uh,
I've only heard it one time, so I didn't want to.
yeah,
I of course I want to go through it multiple times in order to like dissect it, but
yeah.
this is not one of those. So the last episode I told y'all, like I listened to Forest Hills Drive all the time. Like
Yeah.
lyrically, that is just an excellent project. This is not going to be a project that I listen to all the time.
Yeah.
Now, when she comes with one that is like lyrical, I'll probably play that multiple times, but it's got to have bars for me in order to do that. Um, but I did listen to Extinction Level Event 2 again. Like I almost listen to that almost every time I'm working out now. Between that and Victory Lap, I can't stop.
See, that's a good workout song. Last week, Dwayne said he was working out to some sexy shit. I can see
Oh,
Busta Rhymes. That's definitely a workout playlist. But was it was it Medusa's Diamond Shell? Yeah, I can see myself pumping some iron to this.
You know what's funny? I was actually lifting weights, and I thought about that, and I had to put him down. I had to put him down. I was like, man, I can't laugh while working out.
Right.
But
That's dangerous.
but yeah, no. That album, if you guys haven't listened to that album yet, man, Busta Rhymes, he has not lost a step at all. That is a perfect album. Perfect album. Yeah.
Wow. Now that we've established Dwayne's working out playlist very well, I'd say.
I'm not gonna let you live that up every time. Hey, you still working out to slow jams or?
That was not a slow jam, guys. That was a very, very good workout song. Thank you very much.
Man.
What kind of working out are we? Okay, you're right. We can move forward.
Oh,
we can move forward.
Cardio, got you.
Right. Cardio, lifting, squats, leg day. For sure, leg day.
That's
you know
exactly
what I mean?
What kind of day it was.
I understand. I get it.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What have you been listening to, Dwayne, other than
Wow, people. Wow. All right. So man. All right. So first and foremost, I gotta shout out my big bro, my OG. The reason I stepped into the field of rapping, as far as part of my influence anyway, for stepping into doing what I do, especially on a Christian side of things, back when I didn't even know Christians could even rap in church. But my big bro, former member of 3-6 Mafia, my boy Mr. Dell, dropped his first half of his double album, Southside, representing South Memphis, for Dell 2020, which is the actual name of the album. But like I said, this is a double album. So the first album came out on the 20th, this past Friday. The second part, which is Soul Side, will be dropping December 20th of this year. Hence the 2020, the year 2020, and of course, coming out 2020. So you could tell the big man upstairs, used him very heavy on this. But this is actually his final album after 20 years in the game. He started doing this thing back in 2000. I'll never forget when I first saw him because, again, like I said, I just remember being in church. He worked with my mother on an event at our church in Memphis. And I remember hearing, we got a person from 3-6 Mafia that's going to be in the building. And I was like, wait, what? 3-6? Somebody coming in here to rap from 3-6 Mafia in church? Like, I was so thrown off, and I did not realize that this was a man who was a part of 3-6 Mafia. And right in the heap of all of that success, decided to give that all up just to serve God, and has not looked back ever since. So 20 years straight in the game. He's finally calling it a career. He's had a lot of success in what he's done, and he's going to be moving on to bigger and better things. So this is his final salute to the game. And y'all, no lie, it's been a dope album to listen to. He's got some really dope features on it. And, he's had a listening party. So I can't wait to hear Soul Side, next month, but for sure. But with Southside, definitely one of my favorite tracks is the one he did with 1K Few called Every Night. Real nice hype track. If you definitely a workout track. Thank you very much. Nonetheless, shout out to the big bro, the OG. Like I said, one of the reasons I came up in this thing, man, he was definitely one of my big influences. But outside of that, your boy came across, which is gonna be into the meat of what we're gonna get into. But the homie Jeezy dropped Recession 2 on Friday night after that infamous battle, which we will get into later on in the show. But man, when I say I checked out this album, and I had to strictly because of the fact that I used to rock with Jeezy pretty hard. I mean, not that hard, but enough where there was a couple of phases with Jeezy back in the day. And but Recession will always be my favorite album, start to finish, from Jeezy that I really know up and down. So when I saw there was a part 2 to Recession, I automatically had to listen to this album right off the jump, and it did not disappoint, y'all. I mean, whoo, man, this boy got super lyrical from start to bottom, y'all. Like, talking about speaking to black folks and speaking to his people, man. This man really trying to let people know, man, like, we on some bigger and better stuff right now. But it's crazy to me because when I thought about the current times we were in this entire year as black people and what we were battling as a country and just as a race and everything, I kept thinking about Recession. And I kept saying, it's amazing how that album fit the description of what was going on in 2009 at the time, a recession. We were in a legit recession.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I thought about what Corona did this year, and I said to myself, that very album really ages well for what's going on right now. And then here he goes with Recession 2, fit for what's been going on this year. And Recession 2 is a true time capsule of this year, just like Recession 1 was of 2009, and how that holds weight to present day. I feel like this one, part 2, is going to hold weight to the next time we find ourselves in some type of crisis like this. But I mean, legit, guys, I'm talking about Modern Day is one of my favorites. I mean, this man literally said, it's all good. It's all good. What did he say? He said, literally, man, he said, like, it's all good. It's Black Lives Matter till a brother need a loan. And he said it was Black Lives Matter till a brother needs a home. And it's all good until a brother credit score good till a brother need a home. That's what he said. And I was like, woo, Jeezy.
Yeah.
Talking to these people straight up. But man, there's the whole album is good, man. I'm talking about start to finish. I didn't have one track I could skip, honestly, me personally. I was loving the samples in this thing. He had a Marvin Gaye sample in that joint that I was really feeling. Some of my standout tracks from that is, oh boy, like I said, Modern Day was dope. And a track with Yo Gotti called Black. Woo, boy, shout out to my Memphis guy, Yo Gotti, man, because Black, that beat, just that beat alone. And Gotti and Jeezy just rolled it, man. I don't know what it is about them two, but they always seem to have a real good chemistry. I think they should do a mixtape or something together if they never have, because they seem to gel really well together. But that Black track, the way they were just playing off each other and riding that beat was phenomenal. Like, that beat, y'all, alone was just like true repeat track. And he has a track with I almost called her Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato.
Same thing. I'm just joking.
Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato. And who else was it? Oh, Lil Duval and Demi Lovato. And it's a song, I love the beat because it gave me real, as a musician, it was giving me these shed session vibes where I felt like, yo, this is the type of song I could get with the band and we literally just like do a live version of this song because of the way that beat is. And it's called My Reputation. So, man, I'm telling you guys, y'all have to listen to this. Oh, and Stimulus Check, another one of my favorites off of that album. Like I said, the whole album, start to finish, is totally good. I've been repeating that thing all week. Most likely next week when we talk about what's in our ears, I'm going to tell y'all I'm still bumping this Jeezy album, because this Jeezy album is the truth. So if you haven't heard Recession 2, I suggest you guys play that and listen to it, because I guarantee you it's going to put you in a whole different conscious effort. So salute to Jeezy. And yeah. What else is there left to say after that?
I'm going to check that out.
It was too soon after the battle. I just knew that I was going to have feelings for the battle carrying over into the listening. So I needed some time to let it breathe. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I understand. Trust me, I get it. I couldn't waste time though. I needed something to listen to while I was at the job. We had a long work day that day, So Jeezy got me through that entire workday because I had that thing on so repeat, and I was just like, "Yo, props." Despite some of the other things, but we're gonna move on to the history portion.
Yeah.
Actually, real quickly, and shout out to Mr. Derrick Myers over here, always staying on top of it on the OTS guys Instagram page, Facebook page, and all that good stuff. So make sure if you're not following it, make sure you follow those things so that you can keep up to date with fun facts like this, especially musical facts that we like to bring right here and put in the spotlight on the history portion of this show. Therefore, it has been 10 years, y'all. 10 years since Kanye West dropped My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh wow.
Gentlemen, 10 years.
That was quick.
Very quick. Oh my goodness. Do you guys remember this album? Do you remember any favorite tracks that stood out from this album to you guys?
I think I more so remember just the amazing visuals that came along with it. You know, like he was creating these mini movies and these beautiful visuals to go along with the music. So I feel like I definitely remember that a lot.
For sure. He was definitely in a mini movie phase with his videos back then.
For sure. For sure. I would say probably Power and All the Lights were like the most the tracks I repeated most. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, Runaway.
I
forgot.
Probably my highlight.
It was just a really good album. That was a really good project. Strong project. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
10 years, y'all. It's crazy.
Makes you feel like, oh wow, time is flying. It's wild.
Yeah. I was in college.
Especially classics. Yeah, me as well.
Yeah.
Classics. You know, those classics will hit you quickly, man. And you're just like, whoa, I can't believe it. And for me, I remember sleeping on that album because I really didn't it took a while for me to listen to it because at that point that's when they were like Kanye's in that whole like demonic phase or whatever.
Oh so yeah.
It's like, yeah, nah, I'm kind of good on Kanye for a while. Me and my cousin both, and we were some Kanye heads, so we were both kind of like, nah, we straight. And then I think, as you mentioned, we were in college, and I just remember one day we just was like, you know what? Let's check this album out. You know, and we just went ahead and listened to it, and then it was just like, yo, we slept on this album. It was like, bro, why did it take us this long to listen to this? This is genius. This is great. And Blame Game is what stands out to me because that John Legend and Chris Rock at the end just saying, who taught you this business good? Yeezy taught me. I'm like, oh shoot, here we go, man. But hey, that got me through a lot of heartbreaks with that one, just on the fact like playing Blame Games. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, if I felt like I was in my feels, that was one of my tracks to go to. Seriously, but of course, as you mentioned, All of the Lights, Power. I believe what was it, Devil in a Blue Dress, I believe, or something like that. I mean, goodness, man. Endless classics.
That was a good time for music in general. Like 08 to 11 was like a strong period. Those are some really good years because what was it, Pink Friday.
Oh yeah, with Nicki.
That's been 10 years too.
10 years.
Wow.
Which I was starting to think about that too the other day. I'm like, my God, man. Like it doesn't feel like that, but then when you go especially when you go back and look at the music videos and see how everyone's evolved from back then till now, like, oh my God.
That's true.
The music was just a strong point for music.
And I am so glad that you brought up Pink Friday because that's a perfect transition into this next quick little segment that I want to shout out my homegirl Raji, who actually posted this and kind of shared it from a status that somebody made, or I guess you could say it was like a tweet that somebody made. I don't know the direct source, but I do remember it was a main subject matter that I would like to bring forth to you guys. And it said, now this is specifically what it said, but they assumed rapper. So I'm just gonna make that known that rapper wasn't specified in this statement, but
Mhm.
that's what everybody assumes. So this little tweet said, "Is there any female on this planet that can go one on one with Nicki Minaj in a versus battle?" So I have to ask you guys, is there? And Nita, mind you, like I said, it did say just female. So there was someone that came to mind, but they said rappers. So out of all the female rappers, is there anyone that can truly go hit for hit with Nicki Minaj?
I think it's hard when it comes to the female rappers because like these battles are set up for artists that were around the same time and that had hits around the same time or were considered to be inside the same genre or same group or subcategory or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the messed up part about female rap or female rappers or whatever is that there seems to only be one that's on top during a particular period.
Yeah.
So if she did battle anybody, it would be more of like a generational thing. Cause like we could say Kim, but like, the older generation is going to be like, oh, Kim got that. But then we might be like, I don't know, because Nicki got some hits. So I don't know if there is, not because no one can stand up to Nicki, but more of, like I said, it's more of like a generational thing. I don't think it would be fair.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I honestly don't know because, like Janine said, it's a generational thing. I don't know who. Let's say what was the run like for Nikki, like 09 till roughly 17, 16,
11.
17.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
even
I'm
longer than, yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
because in that time, I don't know if there was a female MC that charted like she did. I
Yeah,
don't know. Now, if you're talking about bars, like you're just talking about straight up lyrics, oh yeah, Remy Ma would wash her.
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't
But then
know.
that's that thing like, are we talking hits or are we talking about
It's hits.
skill?
And
It's
it's
hits.
hits. That's the thing.
It's
It's
hits.
hits.
Yeah,
Specified based off how the conversation was going in that particular discussion from what I was seeing. They were talking hits. And like I said, they narrowed it, even though the statement said any female. It didn't say female rapper, it said any
Yeah.
female. So off top, there was only one female that came to mind, and I think you guys know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Cardi
There was
B.
only one no,
No.
not
Who?
only one female. But like I said, she's not qualified as a rapper.
Who?
cool.
Oh man, must we upset those in the beehive already?
Oh,
Oh,
see,
you want to? No, you can't. No, it's not.
see,
No.
it's hard.
Exactly.
You can't mix
But she's
genres.
the only one
Yeah,
hit
you
for
can't.
hit.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Nah.
And
Like
that's what's
Janine said,
weird.
it has to be a generational thing because if you do generations, then you could say Lil Kim or you could say like Queen Latifah, but like now you're pitting generations against each other,
Hmm.
which I don't know how you really determine who wins because the older generation is definitely going to know Queen Latifah. They're definitely
Yeah.
going to know Lil Kim. Then
Hmm.
the next generation is going to be like, yeah, we definitely know Nicki Minaj, and we don't know their
Like
music
word for word,
word for
we know
word.
Nikki.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to do that. Um, but yeah, if you're talking about like I don't know,
And
Cardi
even if
B
we,
might be the only one in terms of popularity in the last 3 4 years that you could probably pit against her, but I don't Cardi loses that easily. Like she might
yeah,
get like five, like if that. She might
yeah.
get five. She'd get washed against Nikki.
Because the difference is that back then Nicki had multiple hits, like it was hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
But now Cardi can drop something and let that bitch ride out for months to like a year even.
Almost
2 years. And so she doesn't have as many hits, but as far as charting, so I don't know.
That's a hard one to measure.
The same thing, and I thought the same thing because I was saying that Meg and Cardi aren't ready for Nicki yet.
They don't have a catalog
around long enough.
Yeah.
And they're kind of in the now artists. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you really consider Cardi even like that? Because Cardi only has one album.
Right. And still it would be a generational thing.
Yeah.
Because Cardi took over once Nicki's reign was maybe not over, but kind of coming to like a simmer down. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it was over.
So, it was over. Okay,
that was pretty much it. Yeah. I think Remy pretty much messed that one up. Like she took that one. She took her down with that one. I don't know.
The Young Money Gravy Train presents a huge factor in this too, because when you have that mega monster behind you, what do you do?
Okay.
What can you do? Who can compete against that? You were teamed up with Drake and Lil Wayne.
Right.
For crying out loud. Like,
so
you can't beat that.
Does it have to be another female artist that she competes against? Could it not be a male artist that she goes against? Because if you pit Nicki against Drake, that
would be a fun little Young Money battle.
Yeah, that might be something.
That battle of the sexist versus, you know, if they're willing to go that route. So far they haven't, because they've kept it really amongst gender, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I would you know what? I don't see what the problem would be to mix them. Because again, if you're gonna put Nicki up there, she has to go against someone that was like charting the same time she was charting and as frequently as she was charting, and as popular as she was, and that's Drake. Like, unless you're talking about Lil Wayne and I don't see her going against Lil Wayne or Jay-Z, but I mean, I don't see who else she goes against, because that's just difficult. That's a hard matchup.
And then even if we did decide to do Drake versus it being a generational thing, it would be like male versus female, because Nicki is gonna resonate harder with us, even though we love Drake. But a lot of guys, even if they respect Nicki's pen, they're not gonna know Nicki's songs word for word the way we do, because y'all not listening to her like that. Mm-hmm. So I just don't feel like in any situation it would be maybe not fair, but just a good matchup.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, Drake would be a better measurement though, for the simple fact that he has a catalog, she has a catalog. She had hits, like major hits. He's had major hits.
And see,
that's really it.
Another person I would put against her, but like I said, you guys say you can't mix genres, because Rihanna's someone that charted at the time Nicki did.
Yeah, see, and that's
I don't like that.
Rihanna, see, it's hard to mix the genres.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to mix the genres because you're gonna, like, in the battle, the flow is gonna be different.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Nicki's flow, and then all of a sudden you're gonna stop it and play Umbrella.
Right.
Yeah, man, that'll kill the vibe like real quick. But no, never mind. I'm not gonna say that, because Beyonce will. You think Beyonce would watch Rihanna?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Well, let me not say it so definitely like that, but Beyonce been doing this since Destiny's Child. Like, is she allowed to bring out Destiny's Child songs? Because she was. I mean, it's the catalog. Yeah. So
honestly, what's more fair for Rihanna would be someone like Ciara.
No,
she would watch Ciara.
She would watch Ciara, but you know who she wouldn't necessarily watch? Neo. Another battle of the sexes. If you hit Rihanna versus Neo, that might be a really good battle. That might be a really strong battle. And I don't know who will win that one.
See, I want to say, oof, yeah, I don't want to pick.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just
some people that just kind of dominated and kind of were on in their own lane. I don't know if there will ever be a good matchup for them in a versus battle.
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj being one of them, Beyonce being another, Drake is kind of there too for me. It's just some people we're just not going to see a versus battle out of.
Some people can only go against like a legend, and that's it. Outside of that, there's no, it wouldn't even be worth the time to sit and listen to or watch the battle because you know who's gonna win straight up. I like matchups that I don't know who's gonna win. Like you can make an argument for either side. You can't do that with Nicki, like just going against another MC. And at least a female MC. Not today. Now, again, if you're talking about bars, like you put Rhapsody up there, Rhapsody cleans Nicki. Remy could clean Nicki, but it's not going to be based on bars. Like I think that's what I think that this whole versus thing probably needs to set a criteria for. Like certain battles need to be about popular songs. Other battles need to be bars, like almost like battle rap. Like that's what.
So then, if we are going bars, who do you think could stand up to Rhapsody currently, bars wise? It's so hard. It's so hard because okay, if we go popularity, if we go hits, you're going to annihilate this other person. If we go bars, you're going to annihilate this person. So it's so hard to do a matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Remy could be strong bar wise. I think she's really strong. I don't know that she would necessarily win that, but I think it'd be a lot closer than other people would probably assume. Because Remy's got some bars. Like she can, when she's in her bag, she's in her bag. There's no stopping her. But yeah, I don't know. Remy and Rhapsody are the two that are like in my mind a lot recently. So maybe that's why. But I can't think of anyone else that would be able to stand up like that.
For sure. It's up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, definitely, there's a lot of versus ideas to get thrown and pitched together, and rumors since, dreams since, campaigns, So you tell us, is there someone we're overlooking? Is there someone we're forgetting about? Someone worthy enough to face Nicki Minaj in a potential versus if they were to go that route? Should it be intergender? Should it be a battle of the sexes type of versus? You guys let us know. And we want to know. We want to hear it. We want to see what you think. So that is the debate of the day. Now, I'm transitioning from one debate to the meat of another debate. While we're still on the subject of versus battles, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for your main event in the blue corner, we have the one, the only, Keisha Cole, former loving Big Snow himself. Shield, let's get it, Jeezy. And then, of course, in the red corner, coming over here, icy as ever, straight out the iceberg. You already know him as Mr. Burr himself. Dripping. My man, the one, the only, Gucci Mane. Ladies and gentlemen, straight out of your main stage of Magic City. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a versus battle that took place on Friday night. And ladies and gentlemen, well, actually Thursday night. I'm sorry, that was a botch on Thursday night, but Thursday nights. Nonetheless,
that was
Thursday nights. We had a rap battle take place amongst two Atlanta rappers by the name of Jeezy and Gucci Mane. And the question is, well, boy, what a battle it was, huh? Very interesting, if you will. A lot of interesting things to interpret from this very versus battle. One that certainly made history for whether it be the wrong reasons, the most awkward reasons, or maybe just a collective historic reason. This is arguably, probably the best versus of all time, if not one of the best, for sure, for pure entertainment value. So, panel, what were your thoughts on this versus battle? And who won?
Just so many emotions, man. So this was honestly the first versus battle that I was like geared up for. I had the TV turned on at 8. I had my hookah, I had my drink, I had my sound all the way up. They were in true Atlanta colored folk fashion. They were late to a virtual battle, but it was fine. It was fine. They were waiting for the line to get long outside.
Why would you turn your TV on at 8? You know they're not gonna get there to a cool 8:30. Like,
but it was cool because the DJ was going off. Like the DJ's preset or whatever was fire, so it was fine.
Yeah, despite him talking over every single track every 2 seconds, but hey, you know that's
whatever.
I hated that.
What was the point of the track? Just talking over it every second. You couldn't even let it ride out. But hey,
hey, right. I don't know, man. It was lit. It was lit. I think I don't think pre-battle it was fun to see Atlanta divided, but like in a fun way, like Team Gucci, Team Jeezy. I did not like the disrespect that I saw on my timeline when it came to Jeezy, because they just felt like Gucci was just going to annihilate him just off top. But y'all aren't recognizing Jeezy had some hits. Like Jeezy also came hard. But I think if you're not from Atlanta, your relationship with Gucci is very different, because Jeezy did have more commercial success versus Jeezy, who had the mixtapes, and if you're from here, you felt Gucci. So everybody that I talked to that wasn't from here was Team Jeezy and just thought that he was going to automatically win. I'm like, don't do that. But oh my, the energy Gucci came out with, like off rip, even pre-battle, like when he was running down the hill, where was he? Looked like he was in the Swedish Alps. I don't know where he was, but he came just talking shit on Instagram. He was being kind of agitating. Jeezy was cool, calm, and collected. And he definitely brought that energy like as soon as he walked in. It was amazing. It was wonderful.
Yeah. I honestly forgot a lot of these Jeezy hits. Like, watching, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I think that's probably one of the things about this versus thing in general, is like you get to go through all these songs. It's like, oh man, this was a really, really good track. So like, I don't see how I actually thought Jeezy won that. Like, I'll say it like this. Jeezy, why you look like that, Judy? Why you look like that? Come on now.
Gucci was like 6-0 before we actually got somewhere. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I feel like where it shifted was after Gucci played The Truth, and everybody was like, he played it. Yeah. Oh my God. Because nobody thought that they were going to actually do that, because like, if you know the history behind these two, like it was definitely deeper than just like a rap beef. Like they were really beefing, right? And so that's why the battle in totality, it was beautiful to see them both come into one room. That was their first time being in one room probably since So Icy video shoot. And for them to be in the same room and it not pop off on site was awesome to see. But I think once he played that and then Jeezy came back and like had his moment where he was like, you know, it is bigger than us. It isn't about us. This is about King Von and Nip and Mo3 and everything. It made all of the antics and all of the drama that Gucci was kind of riding on, it made him look kind of clownish at that point, because like, okay, well, Jeezy's obviously trying to be a bigger man at this point, and you're still trying to beef. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was the only reason why there was a turning point.
I think that's why he lost.
For me. But for me, I still think that
I think that's why he lost, because it took well, Atlanta won it at the end for sure. Yeah. But that's where Gucci lost his bite, because you see Jeezy was not on that petty level. He just
my thing is like, I could feel Gucci though, because like, yes, we have both grown, we have both matured, we are grown men. We have businesses, we have kids, and we're married. Well, Jeezy not yet, but like, we're married. You know, like, we're doing grown man shit. I don't care how much growth I have had. If you put a hit out on me, son, it's you for life.
Oh, for sure.
It's you for life. So yes, we're here to get a bag and to ultimately try to like piece things up. I am mature enough to let it not be on site when I see you. But we're not cool. We're not here to have a friendly battle. Like, I still don't like you.
Yeah. And you can see that.
I still don't like you.
You can see that.
Yeah.
I don't even disagree with that. I just thought he lost his bite after that. I honestly I did, because it kind of it felt deflating. It did feel deflating after that. So that's why I'm saying that. And the way the way Jeezy was just sitting in that chair while Gucci was just standing up the entire time, like it just looked deflating, man. I'm sorry. Now Gucci, like I understand where he's coming from. Like, I would be of the same mindset, which is like, I'm not letting that go. Like, you know, I get it, but I thought it was a great battle. All in all,
in all, it was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You know, they hearing Icy was what really just topped
what
it.
would have been good if they brought the guy that sings on it out, because he was singing. He was like, I'm so icy. Like he was singing from his gut. So if they would have brought him out, that'd have been really cool. Whoever that was. Shout out to him.
Yeah. I would like for these guys to for Swiss and them to really figure out. I mean, it's not hard. You can do a 3-camera setup live stream. Like, that's not hard. But they've got to start doing that, because I don't like the 1-camera setup. It's hard. It doesn't feel as interactive to me.
And I would like, you're right. I think seeing different angles, because even off top, like, it was centered, but you saw more of Gucci's side. So like, Gucci came in and he had like an entourage. So you just felt like he had that energy with him, and then it just looked like Jeezy was there with maybe like 4 or 5 people, but apparently it was like mad people over there too. So to maybe, if I could have seen the whole thing, that would have been nice.
Yeah, and like, that's why I don't understand. Like, they have the money to set it up the right way. Like, just get a 3-camera setup. You obviously had camera guys, camera operators on the floor. Just set it up to where is streamed. What they're shooting is streamed. That's it. It's not hard to do. It really isn't.
Well, y'all hire Derrick Myers, because he knows what he's doing, so we can get a 3-camera setup Verzuz battle.
Man, it would just make it so much better, because I think the energy would just flow even more when you have those close-up shots, or just have those isolated shots. Like the way Gucci was performing, I really just wanted a close-up. I really did, man. Like, that's what kind of like messed it up for me a little bit. But all in all, the performance from both guys was awesome. I saw this meme, I think yesterday, that said that Jeannie Mae, whatever Jeezy's wife,
But she was.
she
I've seen
had,
so many Jenny Mai
yeah.
memes, and I just cannot.
They said she had no clue what one song was. She had no clue
She was in the back, like
yeah.
shazamming the song.
That must kill me, man. These battles bring out the best memes, all in all. Like
And I think like it took my mind space to a different place because I don't know Jenny Mai enough to know like what her real upbringing was or if she is like culturally aware of what's going on. But like how but it would suck to like look to be in this moment. Like me and Jude was like in this moment, like singing and like talking to the TV, to be in this moment and to look over at your significant other and they're just lost, like I don't know what's going on here. Like I want to share in this moment with you and you just have no understanding at all. Damn, that would suck.
That would. No, and that's the thing, like if you're gonna be with someone like Jeezy, you gotta, if you don't know anything about his music, you gotta study up on his music before you get married. Like, period. You gotta study his history, because there's no way you can get married to Jeezy and not know his music. Like, think about it. Like, think about if Jay-Z married Beyonce not knowing her musical history.
Right.
Would that not be weird?
That's why he married her.
That's exactly why he married her.
Yeah. Why I married you, man. I'm fully aware.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's one thing that if she truly does not know his history like that, she needs to study. She really does, because it's that would be you remember how we were talking about biopics last week? Though both of them having a biopic would be very interesting.
We need a What's Love got to do with it, with Jay-Z and Beyonce. We need the elevator scene. We need to know what happened in there, and we need to know. And I think we need to know because they're so private with their personal lives. Like we really don't know anything. They don't share a lot.
Yeah. No, I think that's what I respect about them, though.
Yeah.
Being billionaires and like just being quiet and
knowing how to separate.
Yeah. Like, because I know for sure I wouldn't want my private life in the public eye. Like, you're not gonna get anything salacious anyway, but I don't want I know if I have kids, I personally wouldn't put them on social media like for a long time, just because I wouldn't want to do it. But I know like most likely whoever I marry is gonna do it anyway. So
look at my baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah, it is what it is. So I know I'm not gonna get away with that. But yeah. I salute them for that. But all in all, that was a great battle. I'm pretty sure that had to be easily the most nerve-wracking battle, because you didn't know what was going to end up happening at all.
On edge the whole time. I was like, they are about to fight. It's about to happen. Somebody in the crew is going to swing on somebody, because it's always the crew.
Yeah, it's always the crew. It's never the two guys. It's never the main artist. So yeah, I'm glad everybody was able to keep their composure. But did you see Gucci's security?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as he should, because he was giving off that energy. Let me just make sure that I'm protected. Yeah, for sure.
I don't blame him. So, but that was I've only seen like the president walk with security like that. That was wild. Okay. That was wild. But yeah, that was a great battle, man. Great battle. Is there another like ATL battle you're like interested in seeing?
Yep.
What?
I need Travis Porter versus was it Rich Kids, I believe. I think it's Travis Porter versus Rich Kids. I'm a Travis Porter girl, so you already know I'm gonna be. Yeah.
To be completely honest, I don't listen to Travis Porter.
that was freshman year of college for me,
Yeah.
and like the year after. So yeah, we was turned up to Travis Court.
Yeah, I know about him. I've never gotten into his music like that. But I wouldn't
I'm sorry, did you
mind
say his? Did you say his music?
There.
there. Yeah, see, I
It's,
don't know anything
it's
about
like,
Travis Porter. I don't see.
damn it.
I don't know
All
anything
right.
about Travis
Well,
Porter. And I'm not editing that out. That's living forever. I'm good.
that's just what it is.
That's just it is what it is. Um no, but I want to see I wouldn't mind seeing T.I. versus 2 Chainz.
Eh,
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I mean,
that would be good.
that would be very interesting. Hit for hit, I think that would be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if 2 Chainz would actually win that one because early Ti was like on point, but that'd be an interesting battle. That'd be an interesting
It
trap
would
battle.
be.
Very interesting.
Can we bring it back to Jeezy and Gucci? I feel like Derrick was more so Jeezy being the winner. I feel like it's
Yes.
a tie, but like a little more towards Gucci. How do you feel, Dwayne? I need you to be the tiebreaker here. And you better choose right. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so wow. All right. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna just say that I kind of completely forgot that these two even had a beef. To be honest, at
Oh
first,
God.
the first watch, I was watching it just out of like, okay, because I rocked with. Nah, I'm lying. I rocked with Jeezy totally more than I ever did with Gucci. And I didn't really get
The
on
way you talked
Gucci.
about recession, I could tell that.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just that
We already knew.
I couldn't stand Gucci. Period.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got to Memphis I was forced to listen to him because every Memphian pretty much blasted Gucci everywhere. And the moment him and Yo Gotti made mixtapes, that's all I heard everywhere was Gucci.
Yeah.
So it was either Gucci or Boozy, Gucci or Boozy, and then some Yo Gotti in the mix. So it was those three that I had. Hence the phase kind of came. So when stuff like Bricks came on, it was like, oh, thank you. Now you just took me back to '09 in Memphis. Great, OJ the Juice Man, Goose Man, make it try. Hey, I was just like, oh, see, here we go. Great, you know what I mean? But nah, like so, I totally forgot. So what happened was the first time I was just kind of watching it, just a celebration of the two. Didn't pay attention to a lot of what was going on. Then I was on YouTube and there's a guy named Diverse Mentality who does these breakdowns with beefs. And it's like a moment of like who really won in the beef scenario. So he breaks it down by like how it started, how it escalated, the beef itself while it's going on, and then it kind of ends to where if there was a conclusion to the beef, cool, how it ended, how it got squashed. Then it goes down to where they say, okay, who won the battle, the short term of this beef, and who won the war, meaning who was more successful of the two. So this battle, when I saw the documentary or the little breakdown of that, it was even between those two per se, right? As far as who won the war, because it was like Jeezy won the battle, but you could say Gucci kind of won it too from beef songs like Truth, for example. So then he was saying that technically Gucci won the war. Well, no. Jeezy won the war because Gucci was locked up at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, if it were present
That's
day,
what messed it up.
Yeah.
if it was present day Gucci, then he would have won the war. Because present day Gucci has reformed himself, he lost weight, he's a lot more successful, more mentally stable.
Maybe
that, right?
actually being locked up probably saved him.
Yeah, because they're talking about how he was just all over the place at one point where people were afraid to interview him. So I say all of that to say that after I watched it, I said, okay, I found it on YouTube where I could watch the Verzuz battle again. So I said, okay, let me go back and watch this battle. I watched it, and the things that stood out to me mostly was these freaking DJs.
Yeah.
Jeezy DJ was talking more
cash
Jeezy
money
was.
trash.
Was, yeah.
Talking
like,
straight, talking about
up.
some, they over there. Them ain't even full songs. Them some feature songs right there. Jeezy, you hear this over here? You hear it? He's like, yeah, I hear it over there. I hear it over. He's like, you hear this Big Snow? They over there doing some features. We giving them the whole thing. And I was just like, yo.
And then Gucci came back. He was like, you need to play some current. You got all these old five tracks.
He's
play
like,
some new.
Like,
play some
we
new
back
hits.
in 06. He's like, man, play that current ish. What we back in 05, 07 or something?
Right.
You know what I mean? But initially, so here's the thing. In terms of this battle, Gucci came out swinging, as Cuzzo mentioned, because the moment after going back and watching the beef breakdown, I didn't really pay attention to their beef back then. So I didn't know none of them beef songs, none of that. But after watching the breakdown, when it played snippets of each song that they had beefing at one another, like 24, 23, I was mad Jeezy didn't play that because I didn't even know that was a beef song. I didn't know he was going at Gucci in that song, and I actually liked it. 2 reasons I would have wanted to see it. One, because the hook, Kobe, LeBron, given that Kobe passed away, just a nice salute to Kobe. Like, I used to play Kobe, but now I play LeBron. LeBron just won the ring, you know. It would have been a perfect little way to throw it in the battle, but I was disappointed he didn't play it. So it was cool. But now that I know that was a diss song, I see Jeezy never played none of his disses. Gucci, on the other hand, wanted to be the petty guy and say, I'm going to come out the gate
calculated.
Round one, baby. And just the fact
calculated.
that, like Derrick said, I was loving how Jeezy would just sit there. First, he stood up, right?
Yeah,
but then when it was like, when that beef song came on, that first beef song, he sat down like, oh, okay, here we go. This is what we doing already. And the fact that he just sat there so cool, like, so soon.
Yeah.
Wow, so soon. I was like, dang, we finna really see some stuff then. You know, like, and as that battle just kept going. But honestly, I say Jeezy had kind of a slow start to me.
He did.
It took a minute because he was playing a lot of mixtape stuff. I didn't know his mixtape stuff like that. I didn't rock with mixtape Jeezy. Like I said, I didn't really rock with Jeezy like it was the Drake effect with Jeezy for me. Like, I just rocked with a lot of his hits. And then I think it was Thug 101 or the one that I Love It was on. That album I remember listening to like in full. But then, like I said, Recession came out, and that album is like my main album I know for Jeezy that I will play left and right. And now this recent one, but like that to me, it was just kind of like when he was playing mixtape stuff, and like I got to give it to Gucci. He was, he was kind of stuck in that. It was like he was trying to do the boxer effect. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm gonna stay right here in 05, 6, 7.
Yeah, he was measuring for sure.
Yeah, he was measuring. Like, you go ahead and play out your best stuff if you want to. Yeah. Then I'm gonna come out. He ain't even hit him with I Love It. I was surprised. He didn't hit him with I Love It. He didn't hit him with Go Getter, which probably might have been for a reason, Robert. But like I said, he didn't hit him with 24, 23. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was sitting there like, yo, there was some songs he really could have broke out that he didn't break out. So essentially, you could say Gucci won the start.
That's awesome.
Jeezy started picking it up. And once Put On came on,
that's when it took off. Yeah.
He said, you know what, son? And then just the petty, like I said, the petty battles, the fact that Gucci's like, yeah, man, I got all this 10 million ice on me. And he like, hey, man, why don't you go ahead and get you some real estate? Like, get you some real estate. You talking about ice? I got real estate. I got properties, nigga.
But I learned the same way you did. Like, I was aware of the beef. Like, I was fully aware that I knew what the Truth track was about. But it was also little subtle things that I learned that Gucci was saying, like him taunting him, still related to the beef. Like, I read something where, him saying, like, bragging about him wearing 10K in jewelry. Apparently that was the price for the hit that went left. So I think like Jeezy was, yeah. So the whole time, like I'm not just talking about me being icy. Like I'm throwing subtle hits that you know what I'm talking about though. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're not aware of the beef for real, then the Gucci shit wasn't hitting you the same.
Yeah, Gucci was definitely throwing bars in a shady way, like you know, shady bars from the beef, which is like there's two ways you can look at who won this, right? If you want to look at who won the mature battle, clearly Jeezy won.
Jeezy.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to look at who won the petty battle, clearly Gucci won the petty battle.
Beyond clear.
If you want to look at who won the music battle, well, it started off Gucci, and then it got to Jeezy toward the end.
Yeah.
And Icy's kind of just neutral. That count. So up until that point, Jeezy, like I said, he hit him with the boxer effect. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take my time with you. Don't break out everything, and then I'm gonna hit you with my heavy hitters at the end." Which, like I said, wasn't even all of his heavy hitters. Right. Hell, he didn't even use his verse from the Ursha song if he wanted to. There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't use.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Did not hit. He didn't hit you with "Act Right" when him and Yo Gotti. Like there was a lot of stuff he did not break out on people. And I was sitting there. That's why I was disappointed at Jeezy at first. Like, dang, bro. Like, where "Act Right" at? Or where "Loving This Club" verse at? Or where this at? Where that at? And then "Leave Me Alone." Can't leave me alone. Like. There's a lot of stuff, which I was just like, dang, he could have hit him with this if he wanted to, but he didn't. But when he hit him with just like stuff like, Soul Survivor, you know what I'm saying? Or when he hit him with like, I Put On, and just like all of those, man, you knew like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm surprised he didn't hit I Get a Lot of That. Out of all of the petty stuff Gucci was saying, you could have played I Get a Lot of That, for crying out loud. Like it's a lot of stuff, man. So
I think Jeezy just wanted to show that he was more mature.
Because I was like, when I reached out and I got the olive branch, he definitely
because he made it clear. Like, I really love how he showed respect to those who died at young ages.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
What I'm saying? And all of them, and just letting them know, like, yo, we did this. We set the path for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they was out here grinding because of what we did. And the fact that he was letting them know it was and I didn't know how that was gonna go with the way Gucci kept cutting off Jeezy, saying, like, oh, are we gonna talk or we gonna get to the music? Like, I already told him. He's like, look, man, I'm trying to be a grown man. I called you up, I invited you here to let you know, and then go back to what you said. And then you could tell clear as day through the body language, through the way they were talking, the fact that Gucci wouldn't even really eyeball Jeezy at certain songs. He was over there turned to his entourage.
Yeah.
You could just see it. You could tell, like, all right, y'all clearly still don't like each other and never will. But the fact that they could do this told me any rappers with beef can do this.
Do you really think the beef is dead?
No, and I feel like too, like people always say, like in hindsight, like, oh, if we can do it, they can do it. Yeah, but y'all have already gone through the thick of the beef, though. Like, it's hard to tell somebody who is in it in the prime, like you just took somebody from me. It's hard to try to tell somebody at that point, oh, we should go sit down and piece it up. I love the idea of it. I love that we're trying to show that we can be mature, but y'all have already done y'all shit. So in hindsight, things are always 2020. Always.
For sure.
That's why, look. So I asked this question to you guys, especially after seeing something like that. Now, rappers from the past that had beefs, that may even still have beefs, would you like to see a versus with them all of a sudden after seeing this, or do you think it's just stopped there?
It's almost like it depends. It depends on who you're talking about, because I really don't think all beefs need to be displayed like that.
I would love to see a Jay-Z versus 50, but 50 made it very clear not gonna happen. But that would be fun to see.
It would be, but
I was thinking more
50 is
Jay
too
Z and
petty to
Nas.
be on verses. Like,
He been petty his whole life. Did y'all know that he beefed with Khaled?
I
Did y'all
saw
know this?
that. I saw that.
I
I
was
did not
like,
know that.
what?
Those
He
pictures of
been petty
Khaled
his
was
whole life.
that was wild because I didn't expect to
He
see
have
that.
a bowl cut.
Yeah, he had a
What
bowl
was
cut.
He's the
what was
one
the
rapper.
Shrek? What was the Lord Farquaad? He had the
Lord
Farquaad
Farquaad.
cut.
Yeah.
My goodness.
He has to be the one rapper that has literally beefed with multiple rappers in history. Literally.
I wonder if he has a
Mhm.
record for most beefs. I
I'm pretty
wonder.
sure he does.
He probably does because he has a
Pretty
lot
sure
of
he
beef
does.
with people.
It's crazy, and he holds one hell of a grudge from what I've seen. I've
Oh,
Yes.
for sure, for sure.
and I'm like, there's three rappers off top that he will apparently never squash beefs with. Three.
Yeah,
I'm like, sheesh, man. Are you
yeah.
just asking for this?
I don't
But
think we'll
still,
ever see that with 50 on versus. I like ever. I
Mm-mm.
don't see that.
man,
I don't see it.
there was a rumor about 50 in the game. Apparently in works. Apparently. Now, don't know how true that could be.
Yeah,
I can see how it probably is true, but I don't know. 50 against anybody would be highly entertaining, even if they didn't have a real beef. But he's not going to do it.
yeah.
He's
I
not.
I I don't see him actually sitting down and being like agreeing to doing that. I don't see it. He's way too petty. He'll have beef with someone at Whole Foods for like no reason. Like it's just
Right.
random. He comes up with
Yeah.
the most random stuff. But I don't know. I don't know.
You
That'd be
know?
interesting though. If we can get 50 like on versus just in general, I don't even care who it is. That would just be very entertaining. That would
Yeah.
probably be more entertaining
Entertaining
than this.
at the bare minimum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Because he
man.
already said he's not reuniting with G Unit. Like that ain't never happening. So
Oh
like,
wow.
are you not playing those tracks either? Like in a battle, like would you play those? Would you not play them? Like that's what I'm kind of confused about with him. Like
He only has 3 albums.
yeah,
I know, and I feel like with 50's catalog, even his features, like he probably wouldn't even have to dig into the G Unit group bag.
Got a
he
lot of
probably
mixtapes.
wouldn't. Yeah, he probably wouldn't
Rappers like him come from a mixtape era.
for sure,
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
but mixtapes don't count as hits. They don't. Unless it was one popping freestyle or something that really just took off from that.
Yeah,
But I mean, you wouldn't.
Well, Gucci was playing mad mixtapes. We was in that
He
like,
was. He was. Now he was. And this is
Tommy Lee
true.
and Pamela.
As was Jeezy, right? As
Easy,
was
yeah.
Jeezy.
So I don't know.
So they proved that. I don't know. I mean, hey, anything's possible with these.
it's possible. I don't know. I honestly don't know. 50 is just too petty for something like that.
I know.
And
Right.
you talking about a live mic. Like you're not talking about something that's recorded, pre-recorded.
Right. There's no telling what 50 is gonna say
He
live. Yeah. He's too much of a liability.
yeah, yeah. I trust Gucci and Jeezy in the same room more than I trust 50. Like on a live mic. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, people. Nonetheless, again, I mean, if give me more versus battles, much like that.
What's
Keep it
your
safe.
what's the one you want to see?
He said Nas and Jay Z.
Nas Jay Z.
I wouldn't
That
mind it.
that would be
No,
that would be good.
I really want 50 and Ja just for the hell of it. Just
Me too. Like, can we just have it happen for the hell of it?
Now that would be amazing. But
I want it just because I just want to see it for the hell of it. The entertainment value alone will just show.
That would be entertaining as hell because you already know 50's going to bring up the fact that he did that commercial for that Greek restaurant.
Or the fact that he bought out like the whole first row of Ja Rule's concert. Like, how do you that's a different level of petty.
I'm telling you, man.
Respect it though. Like at the end of the day, I kind of respect it because but
I mean, yeah, like I'm so petty. I'm gonna buy the whole front section of a concert just so that you don't have anybody cheering you on. Like that is next level.
Yeah. I applaud it. Like who thinks of something like that?
Somebody got a bunch of money to throw around. Like if you're gonna just buy out the whole three front rows, fuck it, buy it.
But think about it. He basically paid Ja Rule to embarrass him.
Yeah. And maybe Ja Rule was like, I don't care. Like it's still money in my pocket. So it depends on how you look at it. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's still funny as hell. Just so it looks like nobody's there. I applaud it.
Different level of petty.
That is next level.
So I have to ask, sir, would you want to see a Kendrick versus J. Cole versus?
I knew that was coming.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know. God, man. I don't know. That one could go.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah, see, that one could go a lot longer than 20. That would they both have hits and from mixtapes too. Like I was just listening.
And I think how we've been trying to say, oh, like it's not a battle for real. This is just like celebrating two people. I think Cole versus Kendrick would be that. You think it would be?
Here's the
like
thing.
A battle.
Here's the thing. Both guys are competitive as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, Kendrick called out everyone on that control verse, including J. Cole.
Sure did.
At the end of the day, they're two competitive guys that they will do what it takes to win that battle. And I don't know. That was just they're not gonna get, petty and that's not gonna go anywhere in terms of like in a negative way. But when you're talking about what's being done, oh man, bar for bar, that'd be one hell of a battle. I won't even know. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you who wins that one.
Let me ask you this. Would you like to see Chris Brown versus Usher in a battle?
You know what? Yeah. I would. Man. Chris Brown Usher would be that'd be a hard one to decide too. Because they both have catalogs. They both and Chris Brown doesn't have to even touch any of his new stuff. Like he doesn't have to touch anything from the last 10 years, and like he would stack up everything. I don't know. That would be tough, bro.
Yeah,
that'd be tough.
I'm going C Breezy against anybody. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't even know. I can't even disagree. Because he had hits. Like Usher did too, for sure. But Chris Brown,
it's just different.
It's different level. Like I said before, like he's one of those people that I put that could actually touch Michael Jackson. Like he has the entire, like he has everything that it takes to be able to do that. So I don't know. I like Usher. Man, I don't know. Chris Brown would most likely win that one because Usher, like
Most likely.
Yeah, Usher. Ah, but in that Confessions album, like you could pretty much play that entire album, and that's pretty much it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but then
Like,
you got Chris Brown playing like it's just a different vibe that Chris Brown brings
oh, for
that
sure,
is just gonna I don't know.
for sure.
I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
I'm going with Chris Brown as well, but you
But
think
you're
about
but it's
Usher,
not gonna be like a sweep,
it's not a
is what you're
sweep.
saying.
It ain't a
Yeah, it's not a
wash.
sweep.
No, no, that might like
Not at all.
Chris Brown might win that one by two. Like that. That's a different one right there.
And that's a
That's a,
generational thing again.
it
But
is.
maybe not because even for us, like I guess our generation would be Chris Brown, but like I still know a lot of Usher's hits from when I was like 2 or 3 or 4, just because that replay value is so
Hmm.
heavy and it's classics. So
Hmm.
maybe not.
Yeah, because they both started around the same age, right?
Yeah,
Hmm. Crazy.
we'll see.
My
That would
final
be
one
interesting.
for you guys. My final dream scenario for you guys. If you would like to see it, would you like to see Kanye West versus Drake?
No.
I don't. Not that I wouldn't want to see it, but I don't think like as much as I love Kanye's music. Mm-mm, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Like I said before, I think the only one you could pretty much put up against Drake are like legends, like
Yeah.
top tier Jay-Z, Lil
Don't
Wayne.
know,
And I'm
guys.
not saying Kanye's not a legend. He is, but
You gotta
it's a different tier when you're
remember.
talking about Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. Like,
But keep in mind, guys, Kanye is more than just a rapper. Drake does
oh,
not
you talking about
produce
the
his own music.
producer?
But see, you can't do both.
See,
Are we
see,
doing
see.
artist yay or are we
But
doing
see,
producer yay? You can't do
you
I
could
both.
do
see where you're
both
going
in
with
Ye's
this.
case. In
You
Ye's
could
case, you
do.
can.
You could put
Because
both.
are you doing singing Drake or are you doing rapping Drake? Haha.
That
See?
still, but okay, if we're doing producer yay, like so when he's gonna play songs that he's not even on, he just produced.
Just produced.
Think about it. There's
He
a
could
lot of
technically do
those.
that.
You can technically do that because it's his catalog. It's in
Okay,
his
I didn't even
catalog.
think about that because I'm literally thinking about the artist.
Slow
Yeah.
jams,
Yeah,
overnight celebrity, you know, anything from Jay-Z's blueprints.
yeah.
Well,
Just
then he needs to go
saying.
up against another producer. I won't allow it. I won't allow it because a lot of rappers are like semi singers now too because they do the whole melody thing now, like thanks to Drake. So
Mhm.
yeah,
And
no.
Kanye, auto tune,
And
Yeah,
Kanye
and
too.
auto
Okay,
yeah.
so
tune
let's do
covers.
artists gay. I think the only person that Drake could probably go up against, and it would probably be Wayne
Yeah.
because they both were at a point where in their height they were on everybody's feature. Everything they put out was like an anthem.
Hmm.
Like that's the only matchup I could see happening. But then even then, it's not fair because Wheezy is like untouchable. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You almost have to. There's certain artists you have to put like in that legendary like god tier. Like it's hard to like, you can't touch certain artists and mm, I don't know if you're saying strictly artist Kanye, not producer, but just artist. I think Drake would edge him out like
Mm.
pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd
Yep.
be a wash, but I think he wins that pretty well.
It's definitely one to think about,
It
guys.
is. It is. Because you got
All
to think
right,
about the features that he's on too. Kanye was on some
Yep.
absolutely.
really good features. He had really good features.
As was Kanye.
Yeah.
You know what
that's what I'm
song
saying,
I listened to?
Kanye had great features. So
Digital Girl by Dream. Ye's verse on Digital Girl, I remember rewinding and playing so I can learn the words. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Amazing times. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know, man. It's Kanye's feature verse on like songs like Selfish. Crying out loud. Had me just over there when I think about freaking what does she call that? Knock You Down.
I was just about to say Curious and Yup. Yeah.
God, I forgot about Curious.
Yeah, he got some stuff.
Yet another person who should be in a versus very, very soon, maybe.
You think so?
Who would Curious go against?
Who is she write for?
Put her up against Sierra. Yeah, man, a lot of people. That girl.
Yeah, she writes for a lot of people.
I mean, I knew she was a writer, but I can't recall like some of the stuff that she's written. Man, I don't know. That slick feels like cheating though. That slick feels like
it does. You gotta stay in one bag. Are you doing a writer's bag? You doing an artist bag? You doing a producer bag? What are you doing?
I want them to categorize it because it's hard. It's hard to do certain battles when certain people can do all three things, right? Rap and produce. You're talking about some, and especially with artists like today. Like I don't think any artist today is gonna, for the most part, is gonna be, in that realm of being able to do more than one thing. But when you're talking about artists that came up knowing that that's how you did it, I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a hard one, man.
Crazy? I know.
Yeah.
I know, people. It just again, these versus scenarios have a lot of different things we can go into. Guys, this is pretty much the versus edition again, as we continue to bring you guys these. So I guess we can call it the versus part 2 edition of this very show, because again, every time they bring us a dope versus battle, you already know we're going to talk about it, react to it, and give our thoughts and opinions right here on Pass the Aux. And so, much like all things
Ox, pass that Ox, bobbing through your box.
Come to an end. Shout out to my people out there on the west side. You know what I'm saying? And
Ox, pass that Ox, bobbing through your box.
And shout out to my people out there in Zone 6. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people right there on the west side. Shout out to my people on South Side College Park. Shout out to my people out there in Claycoat. Hey, shout out to my people out there in North Gwinnett. South Gwinnett, I see you. Yeah, what up, what up? Meadow Creek, what's up? Woo! What's happening, McDonough? What's up, guys, country? I see y'all out there. OTS family, what's good? I see y'all out there. Keep on rocking with it. You know what's up.
Okay, Jeezy DJ.
Yeah, I know. He's doing that on purpose.
DJ Snowman in the building. I just gotta show y'all how annoying this is. When every DJ doing it like this. I see y'all coming in the front section. Yeah. We about to set this thing off tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? This is Pass the Ice, and I know y'all got irritated just like I did. But this is what it's like. You never know what you're gonna get on this very show. So that being said, I'm Dwayne. This is Janean, and that is Derrick. We are on Pass the Ox, and until the next time, y'all, the Ox has been passed to